Close Racing Supply in Eldred, Pennsylvania has been in business since 1996, serving the motorsports industry with quality parts and components for dirt late models, modifieds, and stock lip race cars. Check out the expanded inventory at their new larger location or give them a call at 814-225-3250. In stock at Close Racing Supply are parts from the most popular manufacturers like All-Star Performance, Ware's Machine, Dynamic Drivelines, Winter's Performance, Willwood, Quick Car Racing Products, and many others. They also manufacture their own quality CRS race components. Check out the website at closeracingsupply.com or follow them on Facebook.
Coming to the green flag. Again, Messler on the inside, Downs up top. To the restart cone, they go onto the front straightaway. Green flag is in the air, and Brad Messler launches out to an early race. He takes off a car length. They get 2 now, advantage over TJ Downs, who is under the gun from Austin Hauser. Now Downs chops off the nose of Hauser. He will take over the number 2 spot all by himself now and try to set his sights to get the back bumper of Brad Messler. Number 2, however, Brad Messler all by himself, starting to check out. You call it about 6 car lengths of separation between the top 2. He's back onto the front straightaway. 2 laps complete, 18 laps to go. 3 laps in the books for Brad Messler, who continues to check out over TJ Downs. Downs riding the same loop all the way at the bottom of the racetrack, as low as we can get. Meanwhile, farther back with 32, Austin Allen. He has got a problem. He is very slow off of turn number 2. There was some contact between a couple of cars on the entrance of turn 1 a lap ago, and he has been shuffled all the way to the rear of the field. He is now back under power, and he is now back under fire, but again, all the way at the tail end of the field, but up front, all the way at the front by himself is the 87S of Brad Messler. 5 down, 15 laps to go. Turn 4, 1 car goes spinning to the infield. It's the 50 of Jake Milburn. He got hooked off the nose of the car behind him, which was the 61S of Warshell, I believe. Not 100%. Getting ready to come back to the green flag with 14 laps to go. Messler fires first. Green flag goes back in the air as the 2 cars behind him, Downs and Hauser, go side by side. Trouble farther back off of turn 4 onto the front straightaway. A couple of cars make heavy contact, and that's the 89 junior of Jacob Tubbs, the front end on that machine. At more time, Delaware restart with Brad Messler, the race leader, the control car. Green flag back in the air, but contact as TJ Downs got in the back of Brad Messler, and Messler and Hauser lean on one another as they head into turns 1 and 2. And now Jeremy Wonderling slides into position number 3, challenging for position number 2 off of turn number 4. Davis and Wonderling side by side. You can give the number 2 spot to Mr. Excitement. He is up and inside the top 3, and now he will try to track down the 87S of Brad Messler as that restart got jammed up, bottlenecked, and Jeremy Wonderling, the big benefactor of it all, he is in position number 2. Debris lies in turn number 1 as we might have a yellow flag coming out, as now 1 car hits that debris. It goes up and out of the groove into turns number 1 and 2, and the yellow flag is going to come back in the air. A bit of a history together, and we will see if they use the pass to their frustration and take it out on one another. Green flag goes back in the air, 11 laps to go. Brad Messler gets a good launch, a good jump. He gets is out in front of Jeremy Wonderling, who is now being challenged by Bryce Davis. Those two go side by side, wheel to wheel through 3 and 4. Now back up onto the front straightaway. Davis takes over the number 2 spot. Bryce Davis takes over position number 2 and now will set his sights on the 87S of Bradley Messler. He will throw the reel into the water and start the process of trying to reel him in as they're off to turn number 4. 9 laps to go for Brad Messler. Was a lap behind, so there are 7 laps to go now for Brad Messler, and Davis is closing the gap. You can see Davis pull up closer through the corners, but then lose a little bit of distance off of corner exit. You can make it about a 7-car length advantage. Davis, however, closing that gap ever so surely. He is cutting into that deficit. Lap after lap, cuts a couple of feet off, and now you can call it a 4-car length advantage off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Davis, does he have enough time? Remember, catching him is one thing, passing him is another. 5 laps to go. As Messler ducks to the bottom of the racetrack to get by the 75-lap machine. He does so successfully, and Davis follows suit right in the tire tracks. However, Davis lost a car length or 2 to the race leader of Brad Messler. 3 laps to go for Bradley Messler. He's back into turns 1 and 2. Davis, however, trying everything he can to claw his way up to the back bumper of Messler and fight for the race lead and potentially the race win. 2 more times around for the 2 race leaders. 5 car lengths separate the 2 as they sling the machines through the 8-degree banking in turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway again, Davis chops a car length off the advantage, and the 2 race leaders will see the white flag, and Davis is there. 3 car lengths separate the 2 through 1 and 2 for the final time. Davis all over the back bumper off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. A half a lap to go. Davis drives it in deep. He is going to pull up right to the back bumper of Messler, but is not going to have enough, and it's going to be Brad Messler who scores the win in the Great Late Models here at McKean County Raceway. Standing here with Brad Messler, the winner of the Rush Crate Late Models in the 87S. You got out front, you stayed there, you had a heck of a run, and you had to hold off one of the best in the business behind you, Mr. Excitement of Jeremy Wonderling. How'd you do it?
Bryce Davis pretty good too, but actually the track helped us. I mean, somebody hit the uke tire down here and put it in the middle of the corner, so that made it even harder to try to pass anybody. So that really limited the racetrack to even make it smaller. Just stay on the bottom. The racetrack kind of made it all about track position. We knew that with the redraw. But no, it was fun. Kurt Stebbins and the Wonderlings and them guys for what they do down here. That's very appreciated, just to have a place close to home to be able to race. This is Kenny Sturdivant's deal, obviously. I thank him a great deal. Dad, he helps a lot. This week, Kevin, he was a big deal. I always forget these two, but Paulie and Lou, you guys have been a huge support this year as well and jumped aboard. Beaver Airs, I mean, just everybody that helps has been a fun deal lately. Finally, stuff's going our way.
McKean County Raceway obviously opened back up this year. What's it mean for you to not only race here, but to get a win here?
Yeah, we were I used to love this place. We got lucky enough 17 and 18 to win the championship down here, and then it obviously shut down, was part-time, did what it did, and it was really neat to see Kurt and these guys announce that they were going to open it back up and be able to come back here. It was a huge deal growing up to be able to come here and just watch.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Brad Messler, everybody.